Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Bo McMichael with my sidekick, Butch Prosser, here at Stars Mill High School on a wonderful Friday afternoon. I like to use the word afternoon because it feels like we were just here last night. But we get to see a great consolation game between Fayette County and Jonesboro High School. Coach, how you, sir?
Great, wonderful day.
It is a wonderful day. Not too bad at all in the big scheme of things. What got both of these teams here last night was a loss to Griffin and a loss to Riverdale. We're going to go ahead and hand it back over to the announcers, and we'll get started here shortly.
And now, we're starting lines. For the Jonesboro Cardinals, number 2, Quinn Thomas. Number 3, Jeremy Rogers. Number 12, Marquise Allen. Number 23, Nate Adams. And number 24, Layla Minfield. The Cardinals are led by Coach Dan Coleman. And now for the start lineup for the Fayette County Tigers. Number 1, Jake Calhoun. Number 3, Terry Brown. Number 4, Caitlin Hodges. Number 5, Jacoby Coleman. And number 15, Ryan Mora. The Tigers are led by head coach Andre Quinn.
All right. Got the nice introduction. Got a whole new lineup here for Jonesboro. I'm going to hold the coach, not the cat's out of the bag a little bit, but you are definitely a Fayetteville Tiger. You've been, how long were you at Fayetteville?
12 years.
12 years, definitely on that part. Never have any, other than living in the city of, county of Clayton County and living in Jonesboro, that would be that part right here. So do you have a favorite in the game right now?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm impartial.
You'll play
I
the
just want to
impartial.
see,
A good game.
good basketball. And,
We did not see that last night. You talked a little bit about that matchup between Griffin and Fayette County. How many turnovers?
Fayette County had 30 turnovers last night. We're still in the basketball game. That's the amazing thing.
With that in mind, let's get ready for the tip, and here we go. Fayette County controls the tip. Fayette County in the white with gold numbers on the back. I'm glad I don't have to call that. And Jonesboro in the...
Wow. You could hear that slap up here and no call.
No, they just looked at it and said, wasn't that all ball? I think that was all ball.
Yeah.
Always have great ideas that I'm going to be able to carry the clock, and the answer is not going to be no to that. I'm not going to be able to do the clock and not going to worry about that at this point. Good second chance point by Fayette County right there. And frustration from Jonesboro with Nate Adams trying to hand it to Minnifield, and he did not get the handle. Quick turnover right now. We got Quinn Thomas in the game for Jonesboro. Nate Adams takes it straight down the line. No good. Minnifield with the foul. Going to the line to shoot 2.
One thing about this game tonight, it will definitely be a lot quicker than the Jonesboro-Riverdale game last night.
Right. Definitely understand that as well.
Yeah, Fayette's going to push the ball and try to out-athlete people, and we'll see what happens.
Well, we got a nice glare coming in from that 5:30 sunlight, so it's definitely popping on the screen. So hopefully we'll relax from it here in just a minute.
Minnifield makes both.
And the best thing is everybody decides to call me in the middle of a game, so it's always great when me trying to adjust to that. Scores 2-2 here. 6:56 when we go to the right side of the screen here where the nice little, what we call those windows, looks like portholes on the side. They're glaring through it on that one particular end. Misses the first. As I was talking a little bit before the game here, Fayette County does not shoot free throws real well. That is a true understatement. Their free throw percent shooting is very low overall wise. Score right now, Tigers up 3-2.
Well, this is not a good matchup for Fayette. Rogers, hello.
You're fine. I got you, buddy. I'm just doing my technical stuff. Another turnover right there for Fayette County.
Rogers should be able to take his man right here. The guy guarding him is a little slow of foot. Good strong rebound.
Nate Adams trying to put it up.
Shoot till you make, I guess.
Yep, and they were not able to make it right there. And around the rim it goes. Going to call a foul. Number 3 will go to the line to shoot.
Wow, when you miss 4 inside right there, doesn't bode well for the.
From a free throw percentage, they're shooting it roughly at 62% from the line, where Jonesboro is shooting at 70. And when I was trying to find the top free throw percentage shooter on the team, that was hard, far and few between to begin with. And just like that, he misses the first.
Yeah.
Glad people could join in with us. Once again, I'm Bo McMichael with Butch Prosser, Score 58 Network, bringing you the consolation match of Region 3 tournament here out of Stars Mill. Jonesboro, the number 2 seed, taking on Fayette County, the number 1. Later on tonight, come on down to Stars Mill. We will not be here. Griffin and Riverdale facing off. Quinn way off the point right there. This gym has not been kind to him by no means. If anybody had a kind of a horrible, poor game, it was definitely Quinn Thomas last night. A senior, you were hoping for a little bit more. One thing Coach Melman did, he definitely shook everything up with his starting lineup. He has a freshman at number 24 in the game. We got Jared Rogers. We got Nate Adams. We got number 12, Marquise Dunn. And then also number 2, Quinn Thomas. And it's going to take a little bit of time. We're going to get a walk right there, 8-2, halfway through the first quarter here.
Jonesboro has really, past 2 nights, have really looked out of sync on the offensive end of the floor.
Compared to what we saw on Tuesday, where they were able to take on Stars Mill and really kind of put them away.
Right.
And something that it caught my ear was what you were talking about, that you saw their intensity pick up. And since coming into the Riverdale game, and I understand, I'm not making excuses, late night, early night, whatever. A loss is a loss. It was 15-14 at half. I mean, there was not a lot of points being scored. Quick foul on Fayette. Again on Nate Adams, number 23.
As you saw, Fayette County will turn the ball over. They just no pressure, just throw the ball out of bounds.
Didn't do the eye contact with him. They're going to call a foul on Fayette. It's going to be 3 team fouls for Fayette, 2 for Jonesboro. Right now they're playing for the 3rd seed and the 4th seed. Both teams will be on the road next week. They'll be heading down to either Veterans or Warner Robins, if I'm a guesser. Those 2 teams have not determined that just yet.
Yeah, that semifinals is tonight.
It is, yeah, and then they play the finals on Saturday. Right. Off the mark, Rogers. Rebound. Dunn gets fouled, go to the line. Be nice to get some points on the board here.
Yeah.
Keep this game definitely in touch with each other. And as from a breakout player, who would you say is a breakout player for Fayette County? Last night, the only thing we could do really is talk about number 5, and then he really helped for Riverdale push that whole team in a different direction.
Number 5 for Fayette, Jacoby Coleman, is their leading scorer. He's a returning starter off last year's team, and he can get hot and put up a lot of points in a hurry.
Something we were speaking about to begin with, these two teams kind of mirror each other a great deal for to being the 1 and 2 seeds out of this region. And this will be the last time they're in this region. The region shifts over next year, and we'll talk a little bit about that region change and where Fayette's going to be and where Jonesboro's going to be next year, with the whole realignments across the board throughout the state of Georgia. Push inside, and the foul, and 1, it goes. Pushes that lead to 10-3 here at the halfway mark of the first quarter. Just earlier before the boys game started up, we had the Lady Tigers of Fayette taking on the Lady Cardinals of Jonesboro. And Jonesboro came out victorious in that matchup, so the 3 and 4 seeds marked are there. Number 4 seed is going to Fayette County. Ill-advised. He's trying to blame the ref. No, you got to catch the ball there, Benefield.
It's just amazing that simple things like throwing and catching.
Yep. It's definitely deteriorated over this past week and a half. From a Jonesboro basketball perspective, and let alone from Fayette County. We watched both of these teams go into overtime at Jonesboro a couple Saturdays ago. High arcing jumper by Fayette. And just like that, it's a 10-point lead, 13-3. Good bounce pass. Jaden Hall in the game. They're going to call a quick foul. Number 1 and number 4 have no loss emotion for each other. I'm not a fan of the clapping. It frustrates me a little bit because I know what it's meant to do.
Well, you get a lot of emotion, and
the last time these two teams played, it got very heated. And it's going to be an ebb and flow. Bowden with the block, going to try to take it coast to coast, not able to finish it. That's kind of the story of the year. They're not going to call a foul. Got the numbers. Not able to finish it again. Very sloppy play across the board. Going to call jump ball. Possession arrow in the sign of Jonesboro. And that was just a rough whole transition of series.
Yeah, this is, it's kind of what we saw out of both teams last night. Real sloppy play. Not handling the ball very well. Simple.
Especially towards the end on both teams in the half, right.
Right, you got, it's just.
And I will say this, Fayette County did everything in their power to come back on Griffin and almost take a victory. I mean, they took them to overtime, and realistically, Griffin was in lead most of the game.
Yeah, Fayette County came from 15 down and were able to go into overtime and
was not able to capitalize. And then you get Jonesboro where it's 15-14, and then realistically come the third and fourth quarter, feel like we carried that whole momentum over to this first quarter of this consolation game. Last year we were in Griffin. These two teams played for the region championship, and in I would say a plus side of things, it went to the favor of Jonesboro, which really worked in Fayette County's favor in the GHSA seeding process. They got a better draw being the second seed, and it really worked to their advantage. Jaden from way outside. Unable. Rebound. Fayette County 13-3, 2-minute mark in. I'm just glad he wasn't able to. It's a little slippery right there. Devin Rainey, number 10, a freshman for Jonesboro. Either he was ducking and covering from the ball, thought it was dodgeball, and he hit the deck.
Made a good play because Fayette County throws it away again. You know, and that's just kind of the theme of the game, where you just
you get a little bit of the coaching you comes out when you're watching this off the mark.
Oh, both these coaches are going nuts, you know, because of the sloppy play.
Well, you want to play sound basketball. Yeah. It's okay to lose, but to play sound basketball. And we haven't had a score in forever, and we finally get one here at minute 25 mark. It's 15-13 here. Jonesboro down by 12.
Yeah,
15-3, sorry.
Yeah, another turnover, you know, it's an ill-advised pass.
Down inside.
You know, these guys go in and they want to go in too deep. They catch the ball with an open shot and don't want to shoot the little mid-range. We want to shoot it. You know, we get up in the air. And
we got to realize that we're not having the shot, and they try to pass it over.
That's a good pull-up right there.
And
that's
just like that, we get it. That's a freshman, Devin Rainey, number 10 for Jonesboro.
Yeah,
joined us last night. We didn't have his number. I'm glad we were able to do our research today. Didn't think he'd get in the game when Coach started spouting numbers and names out to me. Next thing I know, third quarter of last night's game, he was in. Going to get a walk. 15-5, 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Consolation game right now between the third and fourth seed in the GHSA state tournaments at stake. Jonesboro in the black and red, Fayette County in the white. I wish Robert Paul would just have some energy in the sense of maybe not the word energy, strength, co-up.
Yeah, go up and dunk the ball.
Yeah, let alone just pop, turn around and do a jump shot.
Yeah.
Robert's going to go to the line to shoot two here.
TV is great and wonderful, but these kids watch way too much Sports Center. And they don't understand what the hours that those guys have put into the gym and what they've done.
Quick rebound by Jaden, back over to Devin. And they're not going to, they didn't call a foul. It felt like he was, at least he went up and took it to the hole right there.
Once again, if he stops at the free throw line, he's got a wide
does
open
his
little
jumper.
shot.
Right.
Instead, he
tries to bring it into the hole.
Right, goes in too deep and
waning seconds of the first quarter here, 15-6. Not too bad off the schedule here. First game ended right around the 5:30 mark, which was nice. Deep shot by Minifield. That'd have been a nice little catch here. And that's going to end the first quarter. I'm Bo McMichael with Butch Prosser, Score 58 Network. Going to listen to our sponsors real quick. Throw their names up there. Appreciate everything they do for Jonesboro High School. We'll not have another broadcast. This is the final farewell of 2020 basketball season. We'll be back late next fall. Seems like 300 years away, but it'll be here quicker than I know it. Getting ready for basketball season 2021 for Jonesboro. Do tune in tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock on Score 58 Network. On our YouTube, we'll be doing the Lovejoy Lady Wildcats versus the Lady Panthers. If everything kind of holds serve today in that tournament, we'll go out and do that game. That game's going to tip off around 4 o'clock. So sit back and enjoy that. I know I'm looking forward to it myself. (15-6). here, start of the second quarter.
I think both these coaches today are
Very
putting a
mellow.
lot of different players on the floor to see what they can get done.
Because you could only have 2 games left, this game and the next.
Yeah,
I
and
mean-
you know, you're looking at a lot of players. This game really, I mean, you want to win, but you want to see if, you know, when it gets into that time in the state tournament and you need somebody to come off the bench, you want to see, can we, you know, get somebody that really hasn't shown out in the year, and all of a sudden they get a chance in game situations.
Possession here on the side of Jonesboro. Jonesboro got Quinn Thomas, number 2, Jared Rogers, 3, and Jaden Hall, number 4. We got 15, Bowden Jr., Curtis Bowden Jr., and number 23, Nate Adams in the game. And since you have the roster for the Fayette County boys, I'm not going to, that's gold letters. I can't see that far. So I'm going to be happy that I'm back here in the crow's nest.
Oh, nice move.
Jumper for Jaden, not going to call the foul. Probably leaned into him a little bit, but not too much. Loses the handle, but able to get it back. 25 downtown. Okay, I'm confused.
Foul, a three-pointer, 30 feet out from the basket.
What's the difference between the two? Other than one referee was on one side and the other referee's on this side. 15-6, go to the line to shoot 3. Once again, you got to hold that in, Coach.
No, it's just it's humorous.
I'll tell you, it's from a coach, from a basketball coach perspective, when they're missing free throws on the line, how is that when you're sitting there watching that? Because that's something you practice.
Oh, yeah, you spend a lot of time shooting free throws, and it's so frustrating to be a coach and watch that and knowing nothing you can do. I mean,
makes 1 out of 3. We're going to get close to the bonus here, start of the second quarter. For a 5:30 tip-off, we got great viewership out there, which is great. I very rarely think that on a Friday night. That just means we got some great fans out there watching a little bit of Jonesboro basketball, which is great. Thank you all for tuning in. 16-6, like to see some type of run occur here. Get this game a little bit closer. Possibly a 2-point ball game, make me much happier in the sense of trying to call a game. The fourth quarter last night was just agonizing to watch from a Jonesboro perspective. Back out top. Quinn tries to dishes it in to Nate.
Oh, goodness.
They're going to find, at least call a foul. At least he pulled up, try to shoot. That's good. I'll take that. What do they have in the hospitality room? Any snickerdoodles tonight?
No snickerdoodles tonight. Chocolate chip cookies.
Again, okay.
Lasagna.
Okay. That's a heavy meal, but that's good.
People in the hospitality room here at Stars Mill have done a really good job, and I appreciate it.
I know. I know you do on that part. Able to make the first. See if you can go ahead and get through with the second. 16-7. Able to get both. 16-8, 8-point ball game here. Fayette County over Jonesboro. Second quarter action of Stars Mill at Stars Mill Region Tournament down here in Peachtree City, Georgia. Glad schools weren't canceled across the board based on the weather. We have gotten through winter basketball without any craziness to a point. Walk it is.
Another turnover by Fayette County.
If you were a great statistician there in numbers, it would be funny for you to keep that as well.
I lost count last night.
I had to ask the coach today. He said, yeah, it was 30.
And they're probably approaching double digits already in this game.
Jaden.
And Jonesboro is probably not far behind.
No, they're not. ill-advised turnovers at that.
Yeah,
I mean, I enjoy good forced turnovers, but ill-advised.
Yeah, you're getting turnovers that just happen just for no reason. Oh,
Pushes up and banging in, and I know you were thinking the negative part.
yeah, hey, it goes.
Yeah,
It counts. So
it does. So they
throw it up there.
I know. Just like that, it's been a little quiet on Fayette County's part. They've stuck around 16 for a little bit now. We have the 2 championship games happening later here at Stars Mill. Good takeaway from Nate. They're going to be able to draw within 4.
or 3.
Rogers is going to try it. No good. I would have liked a better shot. 5-minute mark here in the first half. We have the Griffin Bears versus the Stars Mill Lady Panthers. Rebound. Jared, they try to steal it from him. He's going to try to take it coast to coast, it feels like.
Oh, my goodness.
And they just opened up the.
Yeah, that's just no defense at all. Holy cow.
And just like that, we got a 4-point ball game. I
Yeah.
got my wishes taken care of. That
That's
was
right.
good. Tooth Fairy does not have to come to my house tonight. Okay, going to leave him wide open, right side of the
for a
barn.
reason,
Goodness
yeah.
gracious. Somebody wrote the song Brick House, and he recreated it. Blocked shot going the other way. Surprised they didn't get a foul right there. Fayette County gets their first basket here of the second quarter. Good jump shot. Oh, I was hoping he'd get the roll. 18-12, halfway mark. Outside jumper, no good. And they just felt like we're playing street ball a little
Let's
bit.
just see how quick we can get it up the floor. Throw a pass and shoot it.
Who's going to play offense? Nobody. Out of bounds. Nope, timeout.
Timeout, Fayette County.
Coach Flynn calls a timeout. He's kind of not necessarily seen enough, but he needs a break.
Yeah.
12-18 here in the second quarter. A reminder, next week, all starts up with Friday and Saturday away games for Jonesboro and for Fayette County. Should be pretty interesting. Will not be broadcast, so make sure that you tune in. You can check Score Atlanta or check GHSA with the scores. They're pretty good at getting that information out to us. (18-12), 6-point ball game, 3:49 on the clock. Next year, region changes up. I'm going to have to quiz you on Fayette County. I forgot to what region they're actually in, but Jonesboro is going to be playing more of an Atlanta-based region. They have Woodward in the region. They have Forest Park. Drew, jump shot, good in the basket. Increases the lead to 8. 20-12. Here late in the first half. They've also added Creekside and Banneker in Tri-Cities. Turnover at Jonesboro. Fayette County with the ball. They're going to call a foul on Rainey, number 10 for Jonesboro. So we're going to see a whole different group of basketball region play. We're going to be at a Creekside Gymnasium, Banneker, Tri-Cities, Woodward, Forest Park, and Drew. We've seen those places, and we're actually going back to Mundy's Mill. Haven't been around Mundy's Mill in quite a while. Free throw, no good. And where's Fayette County going to be?
Fayette County jumps in, plays Mount Zion, Jonesboro, Luella, I think McDonough. So they're kind of in the Clayton-Henry County.
Clayton-Henry County, okay.
Yeah.
Not necessarily too bad. I always think about the drive and the travel, and can you not touch the interstate during that time, especially even in basketball, trying to get there to a 6 o'clock game. 20-12, 3-minute mark. Devin's a freshman, jumper outside, off the mark. Back to Quinn. And I feel like Quinn's just kind of lost his mojo, trying to jinx him into making shots. He gets his own rebound.
The shooting has just been atrocious for both teams.
Minifield,
I mean,
air ball.
Yeah, we're not even hitting.
We're not running an offense by no means. And realistically, when you look at the group that's out there, 2 of them probably haven't ran an offense with this group. You're not going to be able to practice. You can practice on Monday and Tuesday of this next week to see what you can do to set things up. But right now, setting up each other offensively. Jump shot. He gets it. Fayette County drains the 3. 23 to 15 or 23 to 12. I was hoping for 15.
Nice move.
Glad we didn't say he walked.
No, that was a good, strong move. Middle of the lane, middle of the zone defense was open, and just goes right to the basket.
14 to 23, 9-point ball game. Right now, Jonesboro's in the bonus. And right now, Fayette County's in the bonus. So from here on out, 1:50 left. Both teams will be going to the line to shoot over any fouls. Free throw missed, out of bounds, Jonesboro basketball. That's such a hard call to make when everybody goes for it. They're just going to say Fayette County pushed it out. Here we go. Almost throwing a rocket into Nate Adams. I'm going to say he out of bounds. That ball is everything slippery around there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the floor, but we've seen people all week sliding down, and continues tonight. That's the second or third guy that's hit the floor tonight with.
Isn't it an ice hockey
Yeah.
underneath? Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure. I appreciate you clarifying that.
Yeah, when
There's somebody
really
watching that, trying to figure that part out.
It's the swimming pool underneath the
Well, I do.
floor. That's
You sell tickets for that, so
Right.
that's what's important. 23-14.
Nice cut. Jonesboro not playing any defense, watching the ball and not playing your man.
25-14, 11-point lead for Fayette County. Under 1 minute here in the first half of the game. We'll go away here on the 10-minute mark for halftime. And we'll be back at the start of the third quarter. Robert Paul dishes it back out. He should have just brought it straight up. He's the biggest man in the group. Rogers finally pushes it in, gets a basket. Pushes it under to single digits. 35 seconds remaining. I'm Bo McMichael with Butch Prosser, Score 58 Network. Jonesboro versus Fayette County. Remaining seconds here of the first half. Consolation game. What's at stake? Who gets to go to Veterans High School or who gets to go to Warner Robins High School is what it feels like. Jumper, no good. Got to shoot it, no good. Time remaining. And just like that, we're going to go to half. We'll be right back. Thank you for tuning in with us. We'll see you soon. right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It was a quick 10 minutes. The sun is slowly going down here in Peachtree City. I'm Bo McMichael with Butch Prosser, Score 58 Network. Jonesboro versus Fayette County. Consolation game. 3 and 4 seed for the GHSA state playoffs up for grabs. What are you going to have to do here, Coach? I mean, as we were talking off the air a little bit, I was hoping just, I want to see a closer game. That's that's the selfish person in me. Would just like to be able to see that and just enjoy a kind of a close match to the end here, mainly because they've been at each other's throats for 2 years now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you want that kind of sparring back and forth as much as you can. And right now, it's everybody still trying to, as you were talking about, a new group, a younger group out there on both sides looking for that leadership heading into the state playoffs.
Yeah, both teams, whichever team handles the basketball, cuts down the turnovers,
Yeah.
That's the big thing. If you just cut down the turnovers, if Jonesboro handles it, they had a stretch there where they're making 7 or 8 turnovers and don't get a shot off, and if they will cut that back and just handle the ball, they will get right back into this thing.
Just like that, you're jinxing
Right.
them. And
Fayette County's going to throw it away. They don't handle the ball very well, make ill-advised passes,
well, right now, this is always an interesting part at the start of the third quarter. Let's see if either team kind of comes out. We got Minifield in the game, cross court, over to Quinn, back to Minifield through Rogers. We got 2 big guys in the middle, Dunn and Adams. 2 seniors on the floor, a freshman, a sophomore, and a junior. Foul, go to the line to shoot 2 for Nate Adams. Not Nate Adams, sorry. 23 Nate Adams, not 12. First basket's good. Just like that. Draws it within 8. 25-17. Misses the second, hitting right around 50%. Now, the old man in me back in the day would enjoy what coming up on Sundays, the Oscars, and I can say that, and honestly, with 2 little redheaded boys, movies really don't exist in my life anymore. I've watched Peter Rabbit a couple times, and I'm looking forward to the new Sonic and Hedgehog movie coming out, but that's about it in my life.
Yeah. Toy Story still comes up good.
Toy Story 4 just showed back up on Disney Plus, so we'll christen that this weekend. Out of bounds. Still going to be Fayette County's ball, 25-17. Do appreciate everybody tuning in over this past month. It has been a jammed-packed month. We came out of January and have been nonstop, roughly about 15 telecasts between the 1st of January all the way to right now, and today's only February 7th. With all those home games back-to-back, we were able to really get our feel on how things were going. Misses the first free throw. They shoot 63 from the line.
Yeah, Jonesboro may consider going to the old Hack-a-Shack and put
them on the foul line, right?
Yeah.
Play the odds here right now.
Yeah, he swapped 2 for 1. That's always a good deal. So
you go down there, but the one thing is you talked about at the beginning of the game, they're just not able to shoot. They cannot, meaning Jonesboro's not doing what they can to get inside for jump shots. They're pushing too hard as they go. Out of bounds. That's a freshman throwing that. I will go with that. Now, question about Stars Mill and their basketball court, Coach. GHSA, why do you think they went with that of putting the logo of on the field? I mean, not on the field, but on the court, sorry. Because not a lot of people do that.
No, I have no clue. And
from a sponsorship, we got to wonder if they get, not that they got a kickback, but I was wondering, it's nice that they represent GHSA in that situation. Don't know if they were giving that to them after they won the volleyball state championship.
Yeah.
Basket's good. Always like how they different ones designing courts, this and that. Sometimes everybody's getting a little too crazy. If you've ever watched the Brooklyn Nets, they have a gray court. It's very hard to visually watch the game. It's almost probably if I ever went to Boise State and watched the blue football fields.
Yeah, that would be. Of course, that's it. That's better than the Eastern Washington with the bright red.
Okay. And then when you ever seen Oregon, their court, they got
Charge.
it's pretty much a whole forest and trees.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, the old creativity. Sometimes it's just nice to have a basketball
Yeah, just
court, straight brown court. 28-17, 9-point lead, or 11-point lead here in the third quarter. I'm Don Sutton. This is Chip Carey, and we're talking about Braves baseball. Catchers and pitchers report next week. Goes in the line, makes 2. Fayette County's really keeping the distance here. And as you were talking about, feeling like it was somewhat of a practice game, getting certain things going, Coach Melman's going to go to his bench, bring some folks in. 4, 10, and 15. Hall, Rainey.
Putting a whole new 5 in the game.
And even Zero is going to get a chance to play.
Yeah, not real happy with what he's seeing on the floor right now.
Okay. Do you think he lost the handle?
Yeah,
okay.
that's certainly.
Goodness.
How that goes. We've thrown up a couple of shots
that have went in 30-19.
That's a walk.
And they're not going to call it.
That's a foul.
They're going to say no, it was on the floor. He's not going to be able to go. On the floor, only 2 team fouls, and they unload the bench. 5 new guys show up for Jonesboro. Jaden Hall, number 4. Our new guy, number 0, is Adrian Campbell. He is new as well, and we got 10, Rainey in the game. 34, Robert Pauls, the senior, with Bowden, the sophomore. 2 freshmen, a senior, a junior, and a sophomore on the court. A good way to look at seeing what Jonesboro's going to be like next year. Good hustle, good effort. Not able to get that ball back. Glad it went towards the stairs this time instead of behind the bleachers.
Yeah. Yeah, Tuesday night, that ball went right between the bleachers and the wall.
And we're just glad that basketball players are skinny.
Yeah.
Got stuck. Sorry for the technical issues right now. It'll come back here shortly. It's just the old streaming device here at Stars Mill has had its enough and had its day here. Deep 3 off the mark, rebound. Devin Rainey, number 10. .342 remaining here in the third quarter. I like to believe our energy level is better than it was last night. It's more people in the gym, which is nice.
Yeah, there weren't a whole lot of people left around.
No, come the third and fourth quarter, it was quiet. Robert Paul with the jump. He didn't yell bank, so it's not going to go in. Wide open layup. Robert's going for the block, and he gets it. I felt like he got a lot of ball right there, even though he faced off against the player.
Yeah, that was a good hustle to miss on one end, but then get back.
And he kind of turned on the Jets right around the three-point line to do it. Fayette County go to the line to shoot 2.
And what else is new? Another miss.
Yeah. From a free throw perspective, like I said, they're shooting 62% from the line, Fayette County is.
They missed both.
Yep. Keeping those percentages well.
Yeah.
Here we go. And they're giving them a chance to be in the game. That's where, you know,
Right.
it's only, I mean, the sad part is, and it's not, it is sad, 19 points total. Ball through your legs.
Yeah, both these teams are really they're playing like it's
A consolation game.
yeah,
You know,
it's,
and the thing that I was asking you yesterday, I said, what's the purpose of playing this game other than a coin toss in the sense of, you know, you get to decide who the 3rd and 4th seed. We understand the 1 and 2 because you want to have a champion, yada, yada, yada. But it's getting up because you just lost a game last night. Drains the 3, and things are quickly moving to the world of getting out of the hand. 14-point lead here. 33-19 here in the 3rd quarter. Sorry for not adjusting the quarters. My brain is elsewhere. Good shot from Jaden Hall. 21-33, 2:20 on the clock. For those people here, they're going to be watching the championship for the ladies coming up next. We'll be going away after this. Our next telecast will be tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock out of Lovejoy. Watching the Forest Park Lady Panthers take on the Lady Wildcats. 2 top teams in the state. My predecessor next to me, old Butch Prosser, is just shaking his head. He even put his hands on his head. There was a time many years ago, about 1987, he was my football coach. I played offensive line for him at a junior high many years ago. And then when I would do something wrong, I would shake my head and hit my helmet. And from the sideline, he doesn't remember this, but he said, stop hitting your head. Because we know you messing up. That's not an excuse to hit your head. Here we go. Back out to Bowden. He had plenty of time to look at it. Other way we go. Foul, go to the line to shoot 2. Number 0 with the foul.
yeah, I bet the shooting percentage on both these teams tonight is terrible. Neither team can put the ball in the basket.
And the only thing we got going for them, it's a 5:30 tip-off. If this
Yeah.
was at nighttime, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We want to get some energy going, and like I said, you know, and you hope they're able to kind of get past what they're going through right now, because I think Fayette County's dealing with the fact that they lost to Griffin, and they love because you know, realistically the hottest team right now from a win streak is Riverdale.
Yeah.
They've won 5 games straight.
Yeah.
35-21. .135 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Loses the handle and goes the other way. I don't understand. Oh, they were doing for the alley-oop. Okay. 37-21.
Yeah, another turnover that just manufactures itself with no.
Well, when there's nobody else down there and they're not moving, and it's not that it's a hustle factor. It's
Right.
numbers everybody's breaking as it goes from a transition perspective.
Yeah, well, the bad part is the turnover with no real pressure. You just fall down and lose the ball. And
Jaden back out to Nate.
nice pull up.
Would love to see more of those. 23-37.
Yeah, that's a real good job, and that's what Jonesboro needs to do. They keep wanting to take it too deep and get down in there, and when you get down in there and amongst the people that can jump it, there's just nowhere to go.
Especially when you're sitting at 5, you know, you're not sitting at 6'4",
Yeah.
and the hands are going all over the place. And right now, Nate Adams, 23, seems to be the only one really stopping, pulling up, and shooting.
Right, and he's the biggest guy on the floor.
Right, that'd be the one that you would want to actually drive in.
Right, he does a good job and finds the open area.
30 seconds on the clock here in the 3rd quarter.
Another turnover for no reason.
I like that he hustled all the way down there and was able to go coast to coast, and it would be no foul. I mean, it would be no basket.
He called an offensive foul, called a push-off
Oh, wow.
on Jonesboro. Ooh. We have a clock issue. The clock on our end of the floor is
off. Somebody unplugged it. Conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
You just don't want to.
Finish the game here. And we're not doing too bad on the time, but next tip-off's not supposed to be until, if I'm not mistaken, 7 o'clock. So we're going to be probably about 15, 20 minutes off schedule. Not like a full hour that occurred last week, or last night, not last week. Feels like last week. I am excited for the Lady Panthers of Stars Mill. It's nice when you can actually win a region championship at your own place and get that opportunity.
Yeah, this is if you look around the place, they've got lots of banners up. They've been real good in volleyball for many, many years, and golf and tennis and wrestling and football and soccer.
But not much on the basketball area.
No, not a lot of basketball. And it's good to see them going, being able to go and have a good chance to advance deep into the state tournament.
Going to the line to shoot 2. Fayette County's already in the bonus. Once again, what you were talking about before might be to the advantage to do that. Don't lose the handle.
Oh, my goodness.
10.2 on the clock. 37-23 is your score. I'm Bo McMichael with Butch Prosser, Score 58 Network here at Stars Mill. I'm glad to have you with us, hanging with us all the way to the end. Here is our last telecast of Jonesboro basketball for 2020.
Wow, number 10.
They going to call it intentional?
No, they call that's his 5th foul.
He fouled that many fouls. Okay, all right.
Hit your 5.
Yeah.
And go home.
Yeah. That's the freshman on the team. He was going to make sure, hey, maybe he was in charge of getting them into the bonus.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
What are those called in hockey? The enforcer?
The goons.
Listen to you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Man, had a hockey team here in 15 years. That was good. Good job. 37-23.
Oh, another turnover and back-to-back turnovers.
Basket is no good, and with that,
very sloppy basketball.
oh my goodness, Coach.
Very sloppy.
The only thing I can say is that we haven't had a whole season of this.
Yeah.
So that is a good thing in that manner, because having a whole season of this would be rough.
Oh.
We do appreciate all our sponsorships out here. Getting ready for the last 8 minutes of region play, getting ready for the state playoffs next week. We'll be on the road. Jonesboro will be on the road, taking on my guess is the winner of Veterans and Warner Robins. And if you're hoping it's going to be Warner Robins, that'd be nice. And the fact that in football, Jonesboro played Warner Robins, it'd be nice to get a little revenge factor. But the way this team's playing right now, I probably don't want to play the 4th team in the state right now. I'm going to kind of take a pause away from that. They've got a lot of work to do here before.
And when you go to Warner Robins, if you've never been to their gym, it's.
You said it was very old.
It's old. It's old. It's old school. It'll be packed out and rowdy and a wild crowd, and it will be jam-packed.
37-23. See what this last 8 minutes offers down here at Stars Mill. Jumper, no good.
Oh, my goodness. Referees don't know who hit it out.
They both looked at each other.
All 3 of them, none of them had a clue.
Where did who go? Where did he go?
When in doubt, call a jump and let's go on. It's
We could replay the game if you'd like.
yeah,
I mean, we could just start over if that would be
Yeah.
helpful in that situation.
yeah. Replay the last 4 seconds again.
Yes. (37-23) here in the fourth quarter. I prefer them not to really get a hold of their whistle right now.
I don't know
Between last night and tonight, this would probably be the first time within my experience with Jonesboro basketball that we just don't feel like a team and don't feel like we're kind of focused into it. Even the loss against McIntosh last Friday night, they were still together. I mean,
Right.
they were still pushing, trying to do the things that they needed to do. But right now, changing the lineup, going in that direction really kind of changes things up. 38-23.
Well, Jonesboro has gotten into a lot of one-on-one situations, and now starting to show a little movement, moving the basketball, and
Over to Rogers, out to Nate Adams. What are we going to call? He's calling a jump. He was about to call a foul. They just thought, hey, they're hanging out too much together. We
Yeah.
need to go ahead and blow the whistle.
blow the whistle and call something, and let's go on. And jump balls seem to be the easiest thing to do.
The one thing that I enjoy is when I'm calling a basketball game and I get a text from my wife and it's a picture of a baby dog, a puppy in my house. It's a great feeling to know that I'm an hour away and that they've gotten a dog and I cannot really comment on it or ask, why you messing with me on a Friday?
Well, I can understand.
I work from home, man. That means that's my dog. We don't need a dog. I hope that is false evidence somebody's just bringing a puppy by.
I came home from football camp one year to find a brand new little kitten in my house.
I hear it. We have 2 turtles and a fish, and that's my level, man. And I will clean those tanks, and I will make sure those fish, or that one fish and those 2 turtles are taken care of. I don't need a puppy dog right now. 40-23 here. Did not need to see that picture. .6:19 on the clock. Well, Coach, I do appreciate you hanging out with me in the region tournament this week.
Oh, it's really been fun. I just wish that the basketball had been a lot better.
We had hopes for better.
Yeah.
I mean, even at the beginning, as you said, we got things that we wanted. We wanted a Fayette County Jonesboro matchup. Didn't see we were going to see that in the consolation. We wanted to see them make the state playoffs. Didn't know we were going to be on the road.
Yeah. This.
It has its be careful what you're wishing for.
Yeah, both these teams will need to figure out what they want and where they need to be and what they need to do. And right now, they're both
trying to find their way, kind of with all the lights off in the house. Didn't get the roll. 14's in the game for Jonesboro. Anthony Vault. Coach has played everybody. We even got Arnold in the game, number 5. And at this point, no seniors are playing, all underclassmen. If I'm looking at the group right now, the leader on the court is 23, and he's definitely taking on some leadership capabilities.
Yeah, he's really showing a lot of.
We'll use the word moxie. I like that. A
lot of pride in what he's doing. He's really stepped up. He's played well. He does the things that he needs to do.
Feels coachable in the sense of, and if he's still left on the court, it's a matter of what they're trying to do. 42-23. 24. Minifield with the field goal. on the free throw. Makes the second. 25-42. 5:26 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Foul, go to the line to shoot 2.
Which is probably a good thing for
Jonesboro. Yeah. We'll see what happens right here. And it's nice. I will say this. We haven't seen the gym get fairly packed all week. And we're seeing people come in. Granted, it is Stars Mill about to play, so there's a lot of home cooking in this area in that direction. But it's nice and knowing that Griffin's going to bring fans too as well.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of excitement. It'll be a great atmosphere to play in. Griffin fans have always supported their basketball programs, well, all of their athletics, but they will really bring a crowd tonight. I'm sure Stars Mill will have a good group. Riverdale, I'm sure, will bring some people here, and the championship game should be exciting.
Especially if it's up and down. It's going to be fast-paced up and down the court, too.
And he called that ball out for what reason?
and it just bounced. I mean, he didn't even touch the line.
No, that ball was in bounds. Once again, the officiating is just
suspecty. Just a little. Just a little.
Well,
44-25.
They're officiating with the same energy that both these teams are playing with, it looks like. So
yep.
We're just kind of going through the motions and.
Arnold almost lost the handle. Vault up top. Gives it over to Nate.
You got 10 bodies in the paint and you still want to try to throw it in there. It's amazing.
Vault with the 3. 28-44, halfway mark of the fourth quarter here. Good basket from Fayette County. 46-28. We wrapping up this season here for Jonesboro basketball. They'll head over to the state playoffs, be on the road next week. We'll be switching our gears over to football pretty much all year round here on Score 58 Network. Start off with the semi-professional league, the IAFL, and then we'll head over to the Women's National Football Conference, the WNFC. Really looking forward to that season. Going to go out to New Mexico this year. Jump shot, no good. I'm just hoping it's an indoor stadium if I got to go to New Mexico in the month of July. I got fair skin, I'll burst into flame being redheaded. I'm being bald and redheaded at that. The only good thing is we can drive through the state of Texas. It'll take 10 years to get through, but I can at least eat some barbecue a couple of times through the state of Texas.
Yes. Yeah, you don't realize how big Texas is till you get to the sign on the interstate, and it's number 1,085 or something.
Yes. As I drove through from one side to the other of Kansas this past year, and that blew me away of how long that was. Makes both 30-46. Turnover. They're not going to be able to do this next week. Hopefully they get, goodness gracious.
Charge.
No.
Wow.
He wanted to call the charge. He called the base.
Block.
Yep.
I don't.
Go to the line to shoot 2. So you're saying there's a chance. No, not 46-30.
Oh, there's always a chance.
I know. No.
Always a chance.
If I'd been sitting here with you last week at this time and we took the loss against McIntosh, I didn't see that coming. No way, no how, no when, nowhere. Last night I didn't see it coming, so I'm just kind of riding the boat through at this point.
Yeah.
I'm based on what I saw on this past Tuesday against Warner Robins, and we beat Warner Robins, and then from then on out, it's just been downhill. 46-31 drains both. 14-point ball game, 3 minutes on the clock. Showing a little bit of pressure. Another turnover. Missed wide open layup, going to call a foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Don't know if that was much of a foul. He's behind when he's making the call.
Yeah, it's, of course, Fayette County again, and a turnover with no pressure. It's just.
Don't know who he was throwing it to get that out there.
I'm sure he didn't know either. Throw it to a space and hope.
Yep. Do appreciate everybody tuning in. Once again, I'm Bo McMichael with Butch Prosser, bringing you a Score 58 Network. Did not get the roll right there, 46-33. 2:52 on the clock. We'll be live tomorrow. You're going to call a walk? What's he calling? Timeout? Timeout in the game right now. It looks like Fayette County's going to call the timeout. And with that, we'll get a word from our sponsors. Appreciate everything that you do. Supplies Unlimited, Summit Design and Build, Talno, Great American Hot Dog, Advanced Chiropractors of Conyers, Steve McCrae Mechanical, Allegiance Imaging, Chick-fil-A, The Dwarf House off of Terra Boulevard, Joe Wilburn, Pounds Property Management, Rocky's Pizza and Subs in Morrow, and Longhorn Steaks off of Mount Zion Boulevard. Thank you for everything that you do for Jonesboro basketball.
And what a great thing for people to be able to sit at home and watch what's going on and be able to support the team when you can't get here, especially for a 5:30 game.
Yes.
Trying to beat the crowd, or last night when it was
that late.
Dark 30 when we finally got through, and you know, it's good.
Well, technology is crazy. As much as it's changed, where we could sit there and say that we're streaming this out on air, yes. You know, it's amazing how far it's come, even to the point of allowing a lot of high schools and colleges that normally would never have an opportunity to air their sporting events or other events as well. 46-33. 2.5 remaining. Going to call a foul. They'll go to the Jonesboro free throw line and hope for a Jonesboro miss. Get you some free throws.
Yeah. Yeah, one thing about it, you'll notice both coaches are still working and you know, trying to get their kids to do the right thing and get in position to be where they're supposed to be.
And it's true. I mean, to the point of what you have on the floor right now for Jonesboro is totally new.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something, and to the point that they're getting that opportunity to get some good playing time here. Missed rebound, Nate.
Yeah, they get good playing time, and you don't build programs like Jonesboro and Fayette County have without good coaching. And these guys do a great job. Both these guys do a great job coaching and developing their players. And I think this year is probably a little bit down for both the programs.
Not going to call a foul on that. They're decided to go ahead and let them play through. Vault's going to try to take it over, give it to Arnold. Jump shot, misses it. Rim's not nice. Now they're going to call that because he did swat from behind like that. He was, I would have just said you had a mosquito on you. I needed to swat something here. 1:55 on the clock, 47-35. Going to the line to shoot 2. Everybody's in the double bonus right now, so we'll go to the line no matter what and get 2. Thank you again for tuning in with us here. Makes the first. (48-35). 50% shooting from the line right now for Fayette County. They're going to take it all the back up, try to run some clock. He didn't mean to trip him. Goodness gracious. His leg got in the way. That's what happens sometimes. Goodness. I don't know if we'd get outlawed if we ever called a baseball game. Did you ever call a baseball game before?
No.
How much baseball knowledge did he have?
Oh, well, I played and I watched. So
Okay. All right.
You know,
that's good.
probably as much as some of the other guys that
That would be even better,
call
man.
it today.
Something we're going to add this year just to make sure that we're capable of doing it. So.
Be like Bob Euchre in Major League, man.
No, I think we get in trouble with doing that in high school.
Just a bit outside.
That's a ball 7. That ball is too high. It's too high. It can't go out. It's too high. Here we go. 59-35.
Oh, my goodness. Go in. Throw an elbow.
I think the refs are just trying to get out of here themselves without calling any more fouls. And right now we get Fayette County calls another timeout, trying to get control of the game to a point. 14-point ball game here. Minute 27 remaining. In the last broadcast of Jonesboro basketball for 2020.
Yeah, both these programs, even though they were 1 and 2 in the region, they're
It was a very up and down region across the board.
Right.
There was nobody, and it'd be funny that one of these teams out of the 1 through 4 makes a run.
Right.
Just because, what we're thinking, because they're just beating each other up most of the nights.
Right. And, there's you never know. You get somebody on a hot streak and
Right now it's Riverdale.
Yeah.
If we woke up the next morning and Riverdale ended up winning this region, I'm not surprised based on that they're the hot team right now.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Oh.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah.
That's
a twist in his knee.
Yeah, it's like an ACL injury sort of thing. Yeah,
he's got a bum knee, ended up hurting it a while back. Just twisted it on the crossover here, 51-35. Minute remaining here in region tournament play. Thanks again for our sponsors here on the Score 58 Network. Jonesboro High School basketball. We've been with you for 6 years, so it's been a lot of fun. Look forward to number 7 starting next year. Just got to convince Coach Melman to breathe. (53-35). Felt like he stepped out of bounds. The ref didn't call that as well. Out to Bowden. Deep 3, good. (38-53). Almost another turnover. They're going to let it run out without a foul. And that's going to be the ball game here, ladies and gentlemen. Coach, it's been a lot of fun, man. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Good. I just wish the results had been different.
Well, it's hard to work with the talent of your extraordinaire. When we do it anyways. Well, once again, Jonesboro basketball, thank you for a wonderful 2020. Everybody take care of themselves. We'll be back live tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Lady Wildcats versus Lady Panthers. Take care of yourselves. I'm Bowman Michael with Butch Prosser, Score 58 Network. Good night.